Alright, so this is my specialized S-Works Epic. It's the Evo. Where Specialized will normally make an Evo version of every bike they do, like Stump Jumper Evo, Epic Evo. It's a more capable version with 120 mils of travel up in the front, 110 at the back. It's a SID Ultimate and the SID Lux at the back. I'm not running a remote lockout. Normally that's a twist shift lockout. Mine is just open and closed. Reverb post at the back, and yeah, pretty much standard settings for the suspension. I do find the standard settings recommended on the site are a little bit hard for our conditions, but yeah, let's go on to the trails and see what this bike's about. And yeah, these trails here at Jonkershoek will be trails for the 2024 Cape Epic Stage 8, if I remember correctly. And yeah, this is the same bike Matt Beers won the Epic on last year, so the right tool, the right place. Let's go ride some bikes. Okay, so we are in Irish, in Jonkershoek, climbing. So yeah, this will be your trail to go up in the Epic inside Jonkershoek as you enter the park. And yeah, as I said earlier, we are on the Epic Evo today. When I'm climbing this bike, I mean, you can lock the back out, which I'm doing now. You feel a little bit of a difference. It's a bit harder, but regarding pedaling bob, there isn't much. It's a very well balanced platform, regardless of what you hear in marketing material. It's actually true. This bike is pretty planted on the climbs and descents and everything. Well balanced. So the front triangle is the same as the Epic Brain bikes, the non-Evo versions, but with this one the triangle's been made to work with a normal shock, not a Brain inertia shock, with a high and a low setting. Actually riding here, I met Alex Muller. He won the Tankwa Trek last weekend. 4 days of racing with Matt Beers, former Epic winner. Feel sorry for him, staying on Matt's wheel, but he actually runs the bike in the slack setting. For a marathon racer, that shows you the courses are getting more progressive, the riders are looking for more bike. So I mean, 120 in front is pretty much standard these days when you talk to your XCO racers. And marathon courses are not far off from extreme. I mean, you're going to see now going down some Jonkershoek trails, it's pretty rough, and 100 mile fork gets a bit lively, put it that way, especially when it's not controlled. A lot of marathon racing is trails you haven't done. It's trails cut off fire roads. The Epic is famous for that. But here we go, we're going up Irish now, the trail. If you look on Strava you'll see it, and this bike is pretty efficient. I'm running a fast track in front, a Renegade at the back. It's your fastest combination. If you've got a bit of confidence, if you feel like you're losing the back end a bit, put fast track front back. These tires are the control tires. You do get grid casings, which are pretty much a beefed up sidewall. I would recommend that later in the week of the Epic. As you start to fatigue, concentration every day gets limited. Where you would have normally dodged the rock day 1 and 2, now you go through them come day 5 or 6. Now, I rode, the only Epic I rode, I was on an Evo. I had a Fox in front, Fox shock at the back, and I rode Renegade grid at the back and a fast track grid in the front. But sure, that bike, it was still a mechanical bike. It never had the axis like on this S-Works version that I've got here. And while it handled well, never felt like I had too little bike, especially going through Greyton on that shale rock through Lawrenceford. It's very good. So we're running a standard axis group set on this bike. The new bikes come out with T-type. I haven't ridden the T-type long enough to comment on it, but I think the best way to explain it is if you're familiar with an Audi or a VW DSG box with the paddle shifts on the steering wheel. You don't have to slack off the pedal at all. You can just shift, pretty much like a DSG box in a Golf GTI. Some people have said it's slower, but it is precise. You don't have to slack off the power at all with T-type. So I think if that was the upgrade I'd look for in this bike, would be that. But I can't fault this group set. The standard Axis Eagle. This bike does come out with XX1. As mentioned, S-Works. Nothing's been held back on this bike. Okay, before we drop in here, so I've dropped the post down, I've opened up the back and the front shock. The settings on the shock here, I've turned the rebound one click faster than recommended. Another little personal touch Specialized does is always the tool, SWAT tool. And yeah, let's go down this trail and Armageddon 5. Epic will come down here, link up to this and go down this trail. So yeah, I'm running 22 psi front back on the tires. One thing I must, how can I say, that it feels almost magic is these wheels. The Control SL wheels that come on these S-Works bikes feel like you're riding on air. They weigh nothing. So if there's one reason to get an S-Works, is because of the wheel set you're getting on these bikes. Man, they are amazing. And I've ridden a full winter. The hubs haven't given any issues. I haven't opened them once. Naughty on my side, not servicing the hubs, but if you always look, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I haven't ridden an extensive mud with it, but yeah, it seems to be sealed and working fine. So let's go down Armageddon 5, shifting it on the gears. Oh, that Renegade tire is loose at the back, so I would recommend a fast track front back. Oh, had rain yesterday, but it doesn't look like it's made the trail super wet or damp, nice, whatever you want to say. Oh. Careful that one, the first time down Armageddon. It's a fast section. You can pump a lot of speed on these trails. Taking it easy today, talking you through it. Drops, or jumps. Get that tire sliding around. I saw a big snake here one day. Cobra. Oh. Yeah, the Evo. I remember I got a video somewhere of Matthias trying to chase Jordan Surreal when he was on the Evo. Couldn't keep up with him down here. They seem to talk it out because they won the Cape Epic together. Rock rolls. Bike just eats up this terrain. The trail got some nice rain. So guys, that's a quick look at the Evo after a year. I'm super happy. It's given no issues. Drivetrain is still the same. I just keep it clean after every ride. Yeah, so got any questions, just hit me up in the bottom and I'll try to answer all of them, if any. Ride safe.